just going to be literally life-changing for physicians. Does one or two things happen in your entire career that really you look at and go, that was something that changed everything? This was one of those nights. The whole idea of being able to stimulate, stem cell activity is huge. I was sitting there saying, paradigm shift, paradigm shift, paradigm shift. This is amazing. All of my 13,000 patients need to be taking this method. This is incredible.
With the StemKine product, I knew I was constantly repairing and rejuvenating things.
In the first couple of months, I lost about 35 pounds. One of the first things I noticed is that strength seemed to come quicker. I can do 5, 6, 7 wide grip pull-ups now, and I could never do anything like that before. I have more energy. I look forward to working out more. I seem to get more out of workouts.
Well, personally, I've had a neck problem for several years, and I started taking StemKine and with some exercise combined. But I've had amazing results with flexibility and just general relief of pain. StemKine is an amazing product. It really is a product that will work for anybody who takes it. When we're babies, we have abundance of stem cells. As we age, the production falls off. This really is anti-aging in a bottle.
The benefits of StemKine to me in the salon is the hair growth. People are going, wow, my hair is growing a lot faster. Now what do I do? Well, you just come see me a little more often. I actually had my thumb slammed in the trunk of a car and lost it, and went for about 6 years without a thumbnail at all, just covering it up with something or painting it or whatever. But in my business, that's not good. And when I heard about the StemKine, when it came available to us, I decided, okay, with what I heard about nails growing and hair growing, I just took everything off of my thumb and said, okay, this is it. And within 6 months, I had a thumbnail attached out to the edge of my nail bed. And it's just been growing stronger and stronger each day, and I have 10 beautiful nails. Everybody needs StemKine. It renews you, it rejuvenates you, and it replenishes everything.
3-4 weeks into the StemKine, it's totally, I can throw like I was 20 again. It also improved my ankles when I run. I can tell a difference there from the impact. The next morning, my ankles don't hurt like they used to. If you want to stay healthy, you have to stay active. And in order to stay active, you have to make an investment, and I think StemKine is a really good investment for your health. I'll be 51 in 3 weeks, and I feel 25.
I fell and broke my shoulder and my humerus bone, so I chose not to have surgery. And they told me I would never have movement without, just left to right, without surgery. So I got on the product, and the StemKine, it was amazing, absolutely amazing. I now am, not only do I have my left and my right movement, I've got the movement where I can lift it straight up in the air. I can get over to the side where I couldn't even wash my hair. I would have to go like this, bend over to scratch my ear. I can now wash my hair, I can put my belt on. We take so much for granted until you lose that mobility. And my medical doctor that I didn't, he can't believe my mobility. He said he's only ever had one other one that he's seen that was so badly injured, and he said he can't believe my mobility without surgery.
I had a tremor for 2 years, and my dad having pre-Parkinson's. It was a worry. We started in May 2011, and December 2011, absolutely nothing. Absolutely no shaking, nothing. Just wonderful. StemKine and our stem cell nutrition is a gift. You just don't know what you're going to get, because the body repairing itself and rejuvenating is just priceless.
Now I can wear heels every day, never have a problem. Go home and can walk, can run, can play with the kids. It's great.
Recently, somebody who's very skeptical, who is a breast cancer survivor, who thought she'd try it, and one of the things that her doctor really monitored closely was her vitamin D level. And every time she would go in, they would do a blood test, and he would say, your vitamin D is way too low, and would always write a prescription for this mega dose vitamin D, prescription strength vitamin D. I got her on StemKine. She was skeptical, to say the least, reluctant. But after her last visit to her oncologist, she comes out and she asked me, you know, is there anything in the products that I'm taking that would affect my vitamin D level? And I said, absolutely, StemKine. Why? And she said, this is the first time ever that not only did he not put me on a D3 regimen, but he said that my vitamin D3 level, or vitamin D level, was the best he's ever seen in any patient.
Keeps me from getting as tired and keeps me from being as sleepy. It's like I have an endurance with it.
Every day our body is healing itself. You know, it's continually working to repair and renew. But we know that stem cells are critical in that process. And we have clinical studies that show that StemKine increases the amount of circulating stem cells.
I got a phone call from an older gentleman that I had gotten started on the StemKine product. And he called me, and after he had been using the product for a month or maybe 2 months, maybe he had been using the product for 2 months, and he said, Becky, I've got to have some more of that product, the StemKine product. And I said, okay. And he said, I'll tell you what, my blood sugar level has tested, it's stable, and it's never been stable. I've never been able to get it stabilized. And I said, oh man, that's wonderful. Well, good for you. And he said, oh, but that's not why I'm calling you and getting more of it. And I said, it's not. What's going on? And he said, because that product, the StemKine product, just makes me feel so darn good. My golf game is better than it's ever been.
Taking StemKine for 6 months, I noticed my blood sugars are more level all day. I'm more focused. It keeps me calmer. With my diabetes though, I realized when my blood sugar goes low, my golf game is nowhere to be found. It's probably shaved at least 10 strokes off my game just from me focusing.
Anything that's wrong with your body, it seems to help. It has different rates for different people. Some people get results right away, and some people it takes 6 months or more before they get results. But we all know that it's building or doubling your stem count in days with you, and that's what our body really needs.
It's so easy to share StemKine because everyone's heard of stem cell. I had a problem with my walking ability, and the StemKine has just helped me tremendously with my mobility. But what I love is the side benefits. I took it for that, but it helped me tremendously with my lungs. Even though I've never been a smoker, I have damaged lungs from a health condition that I had in my early 30s, and I still haven't totally recovered from that. So when I walk fast or whatever, I still had a breathing issue. And so that has totally helped me with that. It's helped me with other issues.
StemKine offers hope to people that have felt hopeless in their health journey.
I've always had kind of long nails, but they would just break off when they reach a certain point, and now I have to file them. I used to file them when they broke. Now I file them because they're too long.
In February, I had my 2-year bone density scan, and my internist let me know that I no longer have osteoporosis. I have the lesser version of an osteopenia, which is the beginning stage of bone loss. So it's the first time since 1998 that my bone loss has changed and has improved.
I went to the doctor maybe 3 months later, and my blood pressure was down. I thought, well, that's just an anomaly. You know, it happens occasionally. But the next time it was also down, and when I had the physical last in April, it was down, and the nurse said, "You've got a young heart," and so my blood pressure is now normal. And nothing else that brought that down. It had to have been the StemKine that did that. We are also, my cholesterol level had been up, and it was creeping up. My cholesterol levels are now very close to normal. So both of those things have come down, and it hasn't been something I could feel.
I suffer from rheumatoid arthritis, and especially in my hips. And after I started taking the StemKine, within 2 or 3 weeks, I noticed that the pain was going away. And
people that that want to get back in to do all the things they know that are good for them that they used to do when they were 20 and 30, they have a second lease on life because they can do that now. This makes people young so that they can do those things again.
Apparently, I guess I've got some hair growing on top that I never had. From when I was probably before 30, an Ashcroft trait was no hair. I started looking in the mirror and I had to look close. I said, "Barb, come here." And she came running. I said, "Look at my hair, there's hair growing up there." And now this is one of the big things with RBC. Everybody wants to see my hair. "Take off your hat, Ron. I want to see your hair." So, and then a few weeks back, I said, "I think it's actually even not gray. It's got a reddish tint in it."
In 2 weeks' time, my upper spinal pain was gone. It was such a shock for me because I've lived with this pain all my life. So it was very emotional for me also too. I decided that I wanted to share this with as many people as I knew that was suffering with pain, because finally I found a product after 20 years of congesting most of the products that actually really, really worked for me.
Sex drive, that I seem to have more desire, more stamina, and so my life is enjoyable in all facets.
Anybody over 30, I would recommend you take StemKine as a daily supplement, because our bodies are older and not producing as many stem cells.